Welcome back to another episode of Hailing Frequencies Open. So, this is the show we do every week. Will and I sit down and we read your comments that you commented on videos where we commented on episodes of Star Trek.
They're hailing us. Hailing frequencies open.
Captain, we're receiving 285,000 hails.
I wish I knew what to tell them.
So, yeah, we do this once a week and we really enjoy it. And I'm not being sarcastic, even though it sounds like it. It just naturally always sounds sarcastic. That's like
That's
when
his
I crossed the
default.
bear, tried
Yep.
gone to speech schools.
When we walked out of any movie that he loves, he's like, "Yeah, I really enjoyed it."
Yeah, that was great. And you're like, well, what didn't you like about it? I'm like, not a single thing did I not
Not a
like about
single
it.
thing.
And I can't wait to buy that on DVD.
Yep.
All right, let's dive into this. This is from our Hailing Frequencies Open video where we talked about who watches The Watchers. First comment here is Captain Alimar. He says, good title, guys.
Yeah, that was from Ed Mark Starr. It's only under recheck review and analysis that this episode is lacking.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
look it up quick, but
Yeah, that's right. It's because we were saying how we watched the episode and we enjoy it. And then we're like, hey, I like that episode. And then we get on here and we're like, hey, so here's all the things that really don't make any sense about it.
yes, it's like always.
Yeah.
Even when you and I both like it, we're always like, well, that was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, everybody does that too in their comments. They're like, man,
yes.
they like lay out all the terrible stuff. And they're like, that being said, it's a 3 this week. So
Yeah, our title was All the Flaws Only Appear Under Recheck Review Analysis.
it's true. That is true. So he continues here. He says, I've never seen Clone Wars. I'm really glad it's the Star Wars we really wanted 26 years ago. Same with Lower Decks. After seeing the original animated series, how can you possibly top that? Pink Panther Kazintis all the way.
I'll tell you, Captain Alimar, this is a spoiler for
That's how you
Caleb a
top
little
it.
bit.
Oh no.
There's Kazintis in Lower Deck.
I'm sure there are. That sounds like a deep cut that they would use.
That's all I'll say. No more spoilers.
Makes me eat vegetables.
Exactly.
I can't believe he's never seen Clone Wars either. That's crazy.
He doesn't watch filthy cartoons.
Filthy space cartoons. He says, a guy, a lady, listen, a person died, okay? Let's not get caught up on semantics. I may have been getting a coffee and not watching the TV quite as intensely as required by the Retrek review standards. That's right. You cannot, yeah.
When you watch it, you watch it. You don't ever take a break.
There are no pausing.
Nope.
There are no coffee breaks.
I've certainly haven't gotten up and walked away from it with my headphones on and done something else.
Never done that.
No,
never. And then when we do the retrek and Will's like, hey, so did you see that thing on the ship? I'm like, oh yeah. That was pretty spectacular, huh?
Certainly. And anytime I'm confused about what happened in the episode, it's never because I wasn't quite paying attention.
Yeah. I'm not just like in my kitchen, like in my fridge, like I wonder what's happening.
This mayonnaise is spoiled.
And then my headphones are just Wolf is eating everybody. Wolf is eating everyone.
Then you run back and it's not. It's totally fine. You're like, how did that happen?
It reminds me of that video you sent me of the guy that watches TV shows with the subtitles on, and he's watching it with the subtitles on, and it's like proper English, and then when he looks away, it's like, and it's like that's.
And he's like,
that's
wait
how
a
it is.
minute.
Like as soon as you're not reading, it's good. Good stuff. He says, yeah, for some reason, Picard doesn't understand that they are trying to study them. My only defense for Picard is that he's a starship captain and not a scientist exactly. Yeah, he gets a lot of passes for being a starship captain.
But he should be able to do all roles on the ship pretty effectively.
Well, he can pilot the ship pretty good, we've seen.
That's true.
Yeah, but science, he failed that in school.
I think Captain America can agree that I think the only reason he doesn't get a pass is because he's given really excellent speeches and that like was not the best
Yeah.
dialogue for him to say. Like he's given some pretty amazing explanations or like thought provoking statements. So that's all. A little light in there in explanation.
Yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it. We're observing you because we used to be like you 300 years ago.
Well, look what he literally says underneath.
Oh, seems like a pretty weak argument, honestly. Picard, you're usually pretty on the ball with this stuff.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
great. That's pretty funny.
Great.
And then he gives us a question for the week. He says, "Why do they even bother going to the transporter room and go on the pads when the transporter can just do it from like anywhere? Why
Well,
don't they
this
just energize all around the ship in non-combat situations when you don't need shields?"
so the thing deleted it. So this is from our other hailing frequencies open video, but it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so why do they even bother going to the transporter room? I think it comes down to the original 60s show that to save production costs, they would show the shuttle going down. So they would just put people in the room and then it would just be like, now you're on the planet. And it was easy to save money
Yeah.
that way. And I think that was just a continuation, like a continuing production value. But
Hmm.
I do think like in world, I do think like when you're moving, doing site to site is kind of like dangerous. And I also think like in our Star Trek Adventures game when we're playing it, like if you're not on a transporter pad, like it's more difficult to like localize your signal and then put you somewhere else. Where if you're on the transporter pad, it's like your material can be like saved in the buffer instead of just like you're being snatched from a place and then deposited somewhere else. I think you have a better chance of rematerializing back on the pad if there's a problem,
Yeah, I can see that.
just because it's like a specialized piece of equipment.
That sounds like something that they added
Yeah, well,
later
yeah,
after
yeah.
fans asked the specific question. Because how many times do we see them be like, well, beam them directly to the bridge
Right,
and
right,
like
right.
they're from the planet and it's like, yeah.
Well,
Now, the other thing is that you're supposed to get beamed into the transporter room to go through like decom.
also that, yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Plus it's fun to just walk through the ship to go to your station and say hi
I
to
mean,
people.
honestly, when you have we have 30 minutes of content of story. It's real easy to waste a couple minutes walking to the transporter room and walking into the transporter, talking to Chief O'Brien, getting up on the pad, standing there, letting special effects happen. It wastes time when you don't have a lot of stuff to fill.
Yeah.
Seems lame for us because we want more content, but it's easier for them to crank out episodes when you're just filming them walking into a room and walking up there, and then they stand, and then special effects happen. So
Yeah, you can pad out 3, 4 minutes easy.
right, exactly.
Yeah, it is. It's a good question though.
Yeah, I think in world, I think that's like Caleb said. It's for biohazard issues, and I also think to basically retain your pattern in case they go to beam you down, and it's like, oh, we can't get them back. Like we're losing him because there's something going on elsewhere. They can retain your pattern at the source at the transporter pad. That's what
The
I'll say
transporter
in
is
canon.
magic.
Exactly.
Yeah, the transporter can do all sorts of crazy things. I feel like I would be like Bones. I wouldn't want to use it.
Never go on it.
No,
You would.
I think people depend on it too much. I think they just rely on it being good all the time. It's like, no,
I
it's
will
not.
admit to you that like out in space, I probably would not want to do it. But if it was like here on Earth, like in the Federation in the future, like Picard's timeline, and it was
Yeah.
like, dude, you want to get some like authentic Chinese food tonight? Like, yeah, I would
Oh
just take
man.
the transporter.
Well, you didn't, so now you've changed the rules. If it's for food, 100% I will deatomize and atomize into a different country. So, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
But
If
out in
it's for
the
food,
if it's in the void of space, nah, I'll just get in the shuttle pod.
I just like to imagine you in the future. We're still reviewing, TV doesn't exist, so we're reviewing holodeck programs, and it's just while you're reviewing, you're just transporting all over the place to get food instead of watching it, like you said. Instead of going to your kitchen, you're transporting to this continent and getting food and then coming back.
That would be a good Bluetooth
Yeah,
to stay connected when you leave my phone in the
that's
bedroom and
true. Well, it'd be on your comm badge. You wouldn't have to.
it's just playing.
Yeah, exactly,
See,
exactly.
great. And then Ortegas's brother's camera's just like following me around recording me for the show.
Because you're really angry.
Yeah, I hate the Federation.
The computer can't tell that you're when you're not really sarcastic. So it just films you the whole time.
The Federation made my sister join and do dangerous things, and I'm upset.
The Federation doesn't love me.
All right, so the next comment here is from my office. What video was this on? If you said it got deleted.
This is her hailing frequencies video, but it's a different. It also deleted his other thing. Also, Captain Alimar said, I can see it here. He also said on that previous video, he said, shout out to the scientist guy who jumped out the window.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Uh, but
This is from the bonding.
yes, from the question of the week and what you're about to read next is from our episode where of Hailing Frequencies Opens where we discussed the bonding. Yes,
Gotcha.
we
All right,
certainly
so
did.
this is from the bonding. And this is from my office. He says, I had so much fun watching you read through this nonsense. I promise I won't do it again for a while, but I think AI will comment again at some point. Thanks for putting up with my shenanigans. Yeah, that was horrible. Yeah, that like hurt my brain reading it.
That was rough. That
Yeah,
certainly was rough.
it's really bad. So thanks, as always, for that. That was good. I look forward to the next one. Not. All right. So then here is from our episode of our review of the booby trap. This is from Robert CD5ZR. He says, vibe coding in the 90s, like they knew ChatGPT was coming. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's kind of true. I mean, obviously they were a little more advanced with the artificial intelligence back then than you
Hmm.
would imagine. Just was funny though that like he Riker was so angry about like giving control, and it's like it's also their limited understanding of AI back then too. So it was like a mixture. They kind of showed like that they weren't
Sh
advanced, but also advanced.
Ships can't fly the ship. Only people's flies the ship. Yeah, pretty funny.
A
Pretty
person
funny.
sits down and tells the computer how to fly the ship.
It's also funny going back to this. I haven't made this point in a while. Is when, like, I believe it's the first episode, is when Picard's like, oh, yes, Riker has to dock the ship. He's the
Oh,
only one qualified to dock the ship. And he's like, left, left, straight, engage. Like, oh my God. Yeah. And they're like, wow. And everyone like turns around in their chair. Oh, that was so good.
that was
You're like,
amazing.
he, you did it. You did it. Oh, it was so stupid. But that's the same energy as that as
Oh man.
now he's like incensed that the computer is gonna fly the ship.
I tell you, man, the joke way back when in Encounter at a Farpoint when you were like, what are they going to be like? Like, we're going to hit it. We're going to hit it. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And he's like, he's not saying anything. He's just
That's
crash
so
into,
stupid.
just crash into
What do I do? What do I do? I'm trying to dock, but it's to the left. What do I do? Like they're incapable. It's pretty good. All right, so this is from my office. This is his review
the.
of Booby Trip. He says, "Congratulations on reaching season 3 of the podcast.
Yes.
Thank you. We did it."
Caleb. So Caleb is so not impressed.
Wow, we look at us go.
Oh wow.
I can't even tell you how excited I am.
Wait till we get to season 4, baby.
Yeah, I'm not even excited, and majority of our new intro was me. So
It
finally,
was
just the way it should
just
been.
the way it should have right from the start. Yep. Well,
That's
it is
good,
all
good
about
stuff.
you. So just remember.
It is all about me. I know. It's what do I think?
So so remember, folks, keep him happy because if he gets mad, this goes away.
You know what I think of this week's episode? I think I'm done.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
he says Geordi's on a date at the beach on the holodeck, and it seems like it's going awkwardly. I know what will help. A violin player dressed like a pirate.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Arg, I play you.
Hey, would you like
Mozart.
me? These are my here be some Mozart. That's really funny. I can't think about it. Now Jordy thinks he's got the Riz. Oh, but she doesn't seem too interested as he moves in to put his arm around her. It was such a bit. So it's bringing it back. It's bringing it back to my head.
Fresh.
The
Fresh.
like. the like inching over in the sand just
It's terrible.
makes me queasy. Does she like him? Does she like him? Coco, no, she doesn't. I
Nope.
agree with you guys here. Why even go on the date? Data and Wesley playing 3D chess in 10 forward are showing why they also have no dates.
I think he meant 10th forward.
Yeah, they go to 10th forward. Uh-oh, here comes sad Geordi. At least you can't see the tears in his eyes behind his visor. If it was just his visor and it was just like
Like
he
Jeremy.
said these like marks, like these streaks down.
Oh, remember when they cut back to Jeremy? Like, aren't you
Yeah.
sad, Jeremy? And then he just has tears on his face. Like, that's what they would just cut to
Like
Jordy.
they just squeezed water in his eyeballs. Wolf, why did you do it? Why did you kill my mother?
Your mother deserved to die, Jeremy.
And then the aliens were like, yes, Worf, why did you kill me? Tell him.
Tell him.
Explain it to him.
Yeah, like he was a child, right?
Oh man, that's good. That's really good. Data is summoned to the bridge due to a signal coming from an area where life hasn't existed for a long time. There appears to be an old vessel, and the crew seems excited to see it. The signal likely came from over 1,000 years ago. I think it's a cool catch by Will that this would have been in the 1300s timeline wise.
Yeah.
Did the Coinesians ever did the
Like, Nonian. Yeah.
Koinonians. Yeah, it's fake. It doesn't matter.
It does. Yeah,
Did
right.
the
I told you it was a terrible name when we did the
It's a
episode.
terrible name, yeah. Terrible name. And they even had that K like to be all
Oh, yeah.
cute,
So it's not
like
coin.
yeah. You might as well just have drawn the K backwards, like they're little kids making lemonade stands. Did the Koinonians ever happen across Earth and see all the craziness taking place at that time? We'll never know. But it's cool to imagine.
It
It is cool.
is cool to imagine, yes.
Yeah.
And
They did.
oh, they certainly did.
Certainly did.
Right here in Caleb's new book.
The history of the Koinesians. I'm a very well published author.
No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man
Don't do
behind
this.
my visor. No one knows what it's like.
All right. He says, turns out the ship is a pro
Million.
million
Yep.
battle cruiser. Yes, I remember it. I had one in my collection.
Know it well.
Know it well. Picard would like to get the chance to check things out, but Wrecker doesn't want Picard going. I also like him fulfilling the role of first officer here and objecting to Picard's going. Have you ever dreamed of climbing inside the bottle? Picard, Picard used to build ships in a bottle when he was a kid. Worf did not play with toys. There is a hilarious blooper for this scene out on the internet. Should you find it? Also, great point about Worf working on models like he did poorly in season two. Well, season two doesn't exist. And Will talked about that point in did you talk up to just to
I
me about
edited
it?
it out. I edited it out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Edited it out.
And those are the fun things that you can see not edited. If you are a Patreon member,
That's
you get the full episode unedited by Will's
that's true.
filthy, dirty fingers.
Because I was going to leave it in, and then I think the same reason he didn't type it out, I was like, I don't think I need that on the internet. Us talking about what he
Yeah,
says.
he says. No,
Yeah,
I thought it was funny.
it is very
So,
funny actually,
there you go.
and it's
So
very good.
join Patreon to see what he said. I would
Yeah,
don't search it on the internet.
I
Just
sometimes purposely cut out whole bits that are actually good, just so there's something on Patreon special. I
yeah.
do.
If we had more patrons, we'd be canceled. Okay, on the warship, the away team is in awe. Elegant simplicity. Chairs so comfy, even skeletons enjoy them. It was cool to see another vessel, and while I agree about the whole universe translator piece, it was just neat to see more different tech. I can ignore that little nit.
I can't.
I can.
Here's a question from my office and to all other viewers. If you were the first officer, would you object to your captain going over?
I think you have to.
Don't have to.
I think that's his role.
maybe.
He says, "No, Picard, we need you on the ship."
But I don't want that simple answer. I don't want, well, I'm ordered to. No, that's not the answer I want. I won't accept it.
Would I object to the captain going on away missions? I think it would depend very highly on what the away mission was.
Okay.
I think there are certain times where the captain 100% needs to be present
Yeah,
on an away mission, and I think sometimes it's just an unnecessary risk.
I think so too.
So there you go.
But I won't talk about it until you talk about it.
I think
And I don't
Riker
mean Kaylee.
persists too much. Yeah. No, I think there's a time and there's a place.
Yeah.
So there you go. Back at the pity party, Geordi is talking to Guinan for some advice about women. She is a woman, right? What a stupid question. Now you can see why Geordi has some issues here. Guinan likes bald men. Why? Because a bald man was kind to her once when she was hurting. I wish they had expounded on this more. It makes it seem Picard is who she's talking about, but they don't dive in any deeper. Geordi is trying too hard. He needs to be himself like he is with Guinan, minus the stupid questions.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is a weird thing that they don't
It's a
expand upon with her bald thing. And it's like, yeah,
I think it's one of the worst Guinan scenes we've had so far.
easily.
Yeah.
And
I'll
the
take
thing
her and
is,
Riker flirting all day.
gosh. And the thing is, it's like I don't really want to spoil anything for you, but like they don't do a great job of like explaining Picard and her backstory. So it's like,
Well, so far I've learned that she's like 3,000 years old. She knows who Q is, and she knows about the Borg, and she likes bald people. So that's really all I know about her. So,
she has
so,
kids, I
so
think we
far.
learned, right? Yeah.
And they haven't talked to her for the last 3,000 years or something.
Yeah,
That's
right.
pretty good. Ever since the whole bald thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Great. Just great stuff all around. On the bridge, the main power return is acting weird, according to Wesley, but I'm sure there's no problem. Turns out the captain of the warship was responsible for the death of the crew. Oh well, time to return to the Enterprise. Riker is taken with how excited Picard is about all of this. It's a rare pleasure to see this side of Picard's personality, and I enjoyed seeing Picard in this light. Yeah, I did too. I enjoyed
Yeah.
that. It was absolutely fascinating. They have chairs like we do. They had councils like we do. Like, yes, we heard.
Did you ever
It's a
see
space.
like they have like doors and they have like computers?
The bridge is a circle, but like not as big as us.
I think to make Josh laugh more, I'd be like, "You won't believe it! There were skeletons all over the bridge," and I loved it.
The captain didn't have two seats next to him. I don't know how he got
Oh,
anything done.
he had no room for a counselor.
They were in focus. They must not have had a therapist or second in command. There were no chairs next to the captain's chair. Uh-oh. Suddenly, 2% drop in energy reserves. Then, energy dropping further. Engines are working correctly, but energy continues to drop due to radiation intensity. Maybe the Enterprise shouldn't try so hard and just be itself. Or could, or could they have fallen into a 1,000 year booby trap? And then he says, haha, booby.
He likes birds.
Good stuff. Yeah, the blue-footed booby. I always think of Deadpool and Spider-Man when Spider-Man says there could be booby traps, and he laughs. Deadpool laughs, and then he says, you said traps." See, it's kind of funny because it's the opposite. Riker and Data will go back to figure out what's going on while Geordi is working on the issues in engineering. Leah Brahms helping design the Enterprise D propulsion system and is now Geordi's voice assistant program. I agree that being able to use the holodeck for diagnostic purposes is a cool concept.
Yes.
Geordi and Leah have 2 hours to solve the issue. Time to use the holodeck to visit Utopia Planitia at Mars.
Planitia, Planitia.
Planitia. It's Utopia Planitia at
Okay.
Mars, where Enterprise was constructed. Which is also funny to me too. Like I never thought about the ships were being built at Mars.
Yeah.
Okay, then he says in a Barry White voice. I can't do a Barry White voice.
Computer loving. There you go. That's out on the internet forever now.
Oh my God. He says, computer loving. Oh, so good. Let's go lay down by the fire and do some calculations. I hate you. I hate you, Josh.
You can't hate him.
Uh,
You asked for him to type it there.
yeah.
You could have had him say anything, and you made him say that.
What did I? I don't remember making anybody say that. It's
You said,
disgusting.
no, you said, I want
I
you to
didn't do
do it.
this.
And then you went, computer loving. That's what you did. It's in the
I
episode.
don't remember what I do in these. Jeez. I can't be held accountable for things I say on the internet. Computer loving. It's pretty good. I forgot about that. That's really funny. So it's my fault.
Always.
Geordi's prompt has created a hologram of Leah Brahms. That's two now. Moriarty and Leah Brahms. He's not very good at holodeck prompts. That's really funny. I forgot that was
That's a
Geordi.
really good point.
I forgot that was Geordi that
He's like,
invented Moriarty.
he's like, holodeck. Please make an adversary that Data would like to kiss, and it makes Moriarty.
Give me a girlfriend capable of blowing up the ship.
Oh, wait, get those. Let's switch those up.
That's really funny.
Yep. He keeps us on track. He keeps us on counters. He likes to keep track of things and then have like a tally of how many terrible things.
Yeah, that's the reason why we have the separation counter.
Yes.
He says she's like a human form of Siri, but Leah is a bit lifeless. Can anyone's personality be added? 9.3% margin of error for facsimile if sources create a personality profile. So he does it. Two birds, one stone. Now he has a helper for the ship's problem, and he's made himself a girlfriend. No more sad Geordi. Geordi and Leah are arguing intensely over potential options. Geordi knows the ship inside and out. Oh my God. And Geordi knows the ship inside and out. So he must know Leah inside and out since so much of her is in the ship. How weird was that line? Yeah, it was weird to just read it. So,
I like that you clocked it before you even said it.
yeah, as soon as he went there, I was like, nope, 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 nope. They definitely have a connection, but do they? Since she's not real. I don't understand how this works, and I agree it feels unnecessary.
It's literally pointless.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
literally pointless. To have her be like interact with him
Mm.
and be like a part of like the research people or the designers or the like creators of it, yeah, I get that part, but like the whole like, oh, wouldn't it be like you know me inside and out? Like you said in the episode, you were like, and next time,
Hey,
Jordy, you're
Jordy,
touching
when you're raising the levers and stuff,
it.
yeah, it's really gets real messy. Gets real messy. And I'm sure we'll see her again, and Jordy will be going in the holodeck just to see her on occasion. So
Oh,
that's great.
totally. 100%.
Yeah. Her and Jamie are in there, and they're just
Yep. Yep.
can't wait.
Dr. Solar, Jeremy. Yep. All in there.
Moriarty, all of them.
Yeah.
Dr. Solaria. Wow, that's sad. There are several hundred thousand generations out there, but there is a 0.1% dip in field at a certain point. They need to find some way to stop these energy generators. I know. Time to fire the phasers, energy weapons at weak points. How could that possibly backfire? Oops, I didn't think about it, but I do agree with Will. That's nice to see Picard take a chance and it not working out. But now the holodeck is down. No, not Geordi's girlfriend. Uh-oh, sad Geordi has returned. Better have a drink ready for him, Guinan.
Uh-oh. Yeah. No, it's totally stupid that Picard comes up with that idea and then even Data's like, that's a terrible idea, and then he's like, do it anyways. Like it's dumb that that happens, but I like the fact that they did write in, like I said, that Picard makes mistakes. I think it's a good thing to
Yeah.
show of his character. It makes the TV show more realistic instead of like he every time he makes a decision, it's always the right thing, and he never.
Yeah, that's true.
Because don't you agree too, like as a viewer, like now going forward, if Picard makes a decision, can't you now be like, well, that might not be the actual right decision? Because if like every single time he was like, I think we should go there and do this thing, and it just worked out, then it's like you're just watching the story play out instead of like actually wondering
Hmm.
what's going to actually happen.
Yeah, I do.
It's just more storytelling that you can be invested in.
It's how I feel in shows and movies where they show you like the end and then they show you like, oh, well, this is like 4 months earlier and the main character's in like a really bad situation. And you're like, yeah, buddy, I already saw that he's alive after these events. So it doesn't
Mm,
add any stakes, you know?
yeah, it's true. Unless at the very end they didn't show you the end of the end.
Well, they do that sometimes and it's, you know what? I like when a movie casts like a really well, like really famous, high paid actor.
Yeah,
And you're like, well, they're not, nothing bad's gonna happen. Then, they paid him off and then they kill him off immediately.
it is pretty rewarding,
Pretty good. Yeah.
especially when you went to the movie theaters to see it for that person.
That's true. Yeah. Makes it really good. The crystal lattice is breaking down in the core. There's under 2 hours of shields, 26 minutes until death when the shields fail. Thankfully, Picard allows Geordi's program, to resume. It's a cool diagram they're working on and an interesting model as well. Looks like a Constitution class with sideways nacelles.
Yeah.
It was cool.
No.
His girlfriend has some skills too. Leah can make the adjustments since she's essentially the computer. They can run some simulations to test the theory, but it looks like the only way. Picard and Riker discussing giving control to the computer. People used to fly machines. Now the machines are flying us. What's next? Robots flying the robots?
Oh,
Crazy. Crazy. Suddenly, shields down, radiation coming in. Time to stare dramatically at each other.
that's
The
right.
ultimate, yeah, the ultimate plan was interesting. Minimal life support and two thrusters, then use an impulse blast for inertia and cut it all so they drift out. I did like seeing Picard taking the con. Picard using the gravity of the asteroids to gain speed, swings them around like a slingshot. It was pretty neat. I did like that as
Yeah.
well. It's funny that the whole time they're like in this really bad situation and no one thought like, hey, what if we just used like the air assist cannons and just like pushed us out
No.
from this? That's crazy talk.
No, because those things absorb energy, and you want to use as much
Right.
energy as possible.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to use your air puffs that run on compressed air to move the ship. No, that would be stupid. Have you tried giving them too much power? I want to say that's like a very anime thing, and maybe even Dragon Ball thing where it's like, like, oh, this entity like feeds on power. You're like, well, what if we overload it with so much power? I think
I
that I'm
think
pretty sure that's the thing.
I think you're literally thinking of Cooler in the latest movie that we watched.
They do something like, oh yeah, I think you're right.
It's literally that's how
You're
they
right.
defeat
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
It's literally how they defeat him.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, very funny. Right. Good to see Picard still has the skills. Data's quite taken with that maneuver. I wonder why Data didn't think of it.
It's because he's a computer.
Because he's a stupid robot. Have you learned nothing from Pulaski? Yeah. Promelian vessel is destroyed to ensure no one else gets caught in the booby trap. Haha.
Permelian. He was laughing at Permelian.
Yeah, he was laughing at Promelian. Time for Geordi to say goodbye to Leah with a kiss. Weird. That's like kissing Siri. Gross. Or nice. Only Geordi can say.
Geordi, is it nice to kiss Siri? He says yes.
I just can't wait till like someone walks in like engineering and it's just Jordy's working on a console and he's just sucking on one of the knobs.
Oh my God. That's
Uh, there you go.
uh,
That's the name of this episode. It's just funny. It's just I just saw that picture now. It's just like every time he's working on the ship or doing stuff with the ship, he's having a date with his girlfriend. Is that what he's doing? I don't know.
that'll be a good sticker for you to draw the council than him kissing the council. Like in the engineering.
Oh yeah. He says two Akutas from me. And then he says, thank you guys for another excellent show. Looking forward to trekking through season 3 and TNG and the podcast with you. Keep up the good work. The popcorn award goes to LeVar. Uh-oh, Burton.
Well, he's the only one to leave us a comment with a popcorn award suggestion. So, who does get the popcorn award for being the best actor? of the episode.
Yeah, it's LeVar Burton's fine. He was there. Yeah. No, I think that's the only correct answer.
Okay. Yeah. You did have a nice Picard bits in there, but we'll take it.
No, he made a fool of himself this week.
It's true.
Shooting energy beams at an energy absorbing thing. Give me a break. Get out. Get out of here. But that LeVar Burton, he got that ship. He got that ship running. So, yeah. So that's it. That's our.
That's it.
You did it. We did it. Together as computer and lover.
Oh no. You'll always be the lover, and we'll always be the computer.
Well, until next time, Will and I will be CPU. Figure that one out, Captain Ellinger. All right. Well, there you guys go. Thank you for commenting. Thanks for liking this crazy show and talking to us and letting us know how you thought about stuff and what you like. We like reading it and we like hearing from you. So don't ever stop. Ever. Don't ever. All right. Close hailing frequencies for the week before we say something stupid.